And now, on with the show.
Hello, and welcome to 4 Movies, where I will be discussing 4 movies that have something in common. But what they have in common, I know, but do you? Say it. Because if you figure it out, say it. Because if you say it like after I say it, then nobody's going to believe that you knew what the movie was. So we're going to do 4 movies. I hope you're ready, because here we go. Well, we're about to go. Got my energy drink. And off we go. First movie. Boom. Bad Boys. Directed by Michael Bay. Produced by Don Simpson and Jerry Bruckheimer. Starring 2 actors that are great and have great chemistry and have made, now to this point, 5, right? They've made 5, right? No, I think they're... No, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4... Maybe... Yeah, I think 4. I think 4 or 5. 4 or 5. But they can keep on making them because they're super fun to watch. It also has Téa Leoni in it. And directed by Michael Bay, the director of that Meatloaf video where it's like, I will do anything for love, but I won't do that. And if you watch it, it's like, you can tell it's made by the guy who made, Bad Boys and all this other movies. It's got that je ne sais quoi to it. And you're like, okay, yeah, I can tell. But this movie was one of those things where I think it was like a surprise hit type deal. Like they didn't know if it would go, or if they didn't know if the boat would sink or float, and it ended up floating, and it was amazing. Great movie, fantastic. Whatever effort was put in to putting that one shot where the guy's like, Martin Lawrence got his gun, he goes, you forgot your boarding pass. Bam! Plane blows up. Guy's body goes flying through, hits thing. That was phenomenal. That was so good. So well played. And a super fun movie. Like the chemistry between the 2 main actors is great. The cinematography, like I said, it just has that kind of flair that Michael Bay movies do have. And can't wait to see him do another movie. Most recently he did I think Ambulance. I don't know if he's got another movie planned away. I'd have to look that up. But, yeah. Always super fun. Oh, well, look at there. Bam. Bad Boys 2. Just speaking of Bad Boys 1, we go to number 2. And now this is going to have a 1 on it that is just the number 1 disc on the 2-disc set that I bought this with. But Bad Boys 2, phenomenal. And like I said, directed by Michael Bay. I don't think he directed the 3rd one, but he gave the reins, and he was actually in the 3rd one, if I'm not mistaken. But he gave the reins to other directors, and they're doing their thing. The movie is just super fun. Like I said, all of them. Just, like I said, primarily because of the chemistry of the 2 main leads. And just the highway scene on this movie is phenomenal. Like movie history, epic, great. Like just so good. It was like one of those things where like, at one point, like when the Matrix came out, and everyone wanted to do that camera shot again. It's one of those things where it's like that highway scene happened on this, and everyone knew it was great, but it wasn't a thing of like, oh, it's just a camera trick that you can replicate over and over again. It was a phenomenal scene that played so well. I mean, like there's so many factors in it that just are so good, and most of it was done practically, if I'm not mistaken. The only thing that they did special effects was like debris and stuff flying off their cars and whatnot. Just, oh, it's such a good scene. How did you crash a boat? I don't know. I was at a family barbecue. Just just greatness and phenomenal. Like I said, it was one of those things where it also started this trend of these movies that felt like two movies put together. Whereas this movie just felt like one big movie. There's one of those things where it's like, this felt like 1 and 2 put together into one movie, and this is what we got, which is like so many great stuff. There was also like a replication almost by Michael Bay of that in The Island, except instead of cars getting thrown off an 18-wheeler, it was railroad. It was train tires. Yes, it was a super fun scene, super fun movie. Well worth the watch. I like how it had the kind of stuff in there. It's like, all right, we got this guy. He's dealing this stuff. Okay, what problem do we give him? Oh, he got rats eating his money. It's like, wow. It's like that just lends itself so well to this story. They colonial mice. So good. Okay. Movie number 3. Now, 2 movies. This could be about anybody. These movies could have something in common. This third one's gonna get you on a thing where you're like, I think I know what these movies have in common. But when I hit that 4th movie, that's when it's gonna solidify. Now I'm gonna give you the hint clues. And here it is. I Am Legend is the 3rd movie. This movie, based off a book by Richard Matheson, if I'm not mistaken, and well played. This was fun. This was a fun watch. I actually got this as a Christmas gift when I was first introduced into the family, my now family, which I'm glad to have had them in there. It was so funny because my little one was opening up Christmas gifts, and then he opened up this. He's like, I was like, oh, I got I Am Legend. I'm like, whoa, who got you I Am Legend? You're like 3 years old. No. Who got you this? And then I'm like, I have to go ask my wife, and I'm like, who got him I Am Legend? Oh, it's and she's like, oh, and my mother-in-law got him I Am Legend, but it wasn't for him. It was actually my gift that he ended up opening because he was just ripping through gifts. I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. That's awesome. I'll take it. And this is that movie. And I'm glad to have it in the collection. I have the book, which the book was a little harder than the movie. Like, you're watching a movie and you're like, all right, this one guy by himself, and they make it interesting. And so it's interesting to watch. But when you're reading about one guy stuck by himself as the only person alive, and they're tempting him outside of his house and stuff like that, I didn't get that far into the book, man. I was like, this is so boring. But the movie, super fun. It also is one of those things where it's like, oh, are they vampires? Don't say the V word. They're not. They just can't go into the sunlight or anything like that. Okay. I mean, sounds like there could be vampires, but I mean, don't say the V word. Gotta get it. Sorry. There's like zombie vampires. So it was interesting. I liked the way that the movie did what it did. There's actually another movie based off the same book called was it The Omega Man or something like that? Charlton Heston, like an older movie. Came around the time of like Soylent Green, like that kind of stuff. Anyways. And the 4th movie, Hancock. Do you know what they have in common? Do you? Say it now. Say it now. Say it now. Say it now. This is Hancock, and this is a superhero movie, and I like how the fact that they played with the fact that the superheroes, there's essentially consequences for their actions, and it gave you a new aspect of superheroes, which had never been explored before that you've seen. The only problem I have with this movie is, in the movie, Charlize Theron is in it, and she, I'm not going to say it, because if you haven't seen the movie, then you should see, and her character has a thing in there. The problem is, the problem is that her character has a reveal in the movie, and that reveal was said in the synopsis on the back of the DVD, and I was like, whoa. I was like, why would you give away your reveal in the synopsis? That just sounds insane to me. I mean, I wouldn't have said that, but yeah, the movie's great. Like, it's got some really interesting explorations of superheroes that was never done before, or it might have been done before. I don't know. I hadn't seen it done before, but I thought it was very interesting. Well played. If you haven't figured out what these 4 movies have in common, I'll go ahead and tell you right now. They all star Will Smith. This was, of course, before he was smacking anybody. But, no, Will Smith, great actor, leading man, done phenomenal movies. Thank you so much for watching this far into this video, and I'm glad that I kept you entertained all the way up to this point. And thank you so much for watching. Also, tomorrow's video, if you've stayed this long, I'll give you a hint. Tomorrow's video is going to have the same thing in common, but they're going to be different movies. Which movies? You'll have to tune in. And thank you so much for watching up to this point. I will be doing this. I'm trying to do a video a day, if my internet holds up, till I get a silver play button or a gold play button, if I'm lucky, or whatever in the world that may be. Thank you so much for watching. Stay awesome. And see you tomorrow. Look at the shirt. I don't know if you can see it. T-Rexorcist. And then it has the scene from Exorcist, except it's a Tyrannosaurus. Hey.